Well, hello, my friends. It is Lauren, and it is time for Friday night scrapbooking. How are you guys? Somebody give me a quick little chat to make sure that you can hear me okay and everything is working well because I'm trying something new. And it's I'm trying. It's a streaming software, so I just wanted to make sure that everything is going well. So okay, so I see folks are here. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay, Julie. Thank you. All right. Hi, you guys. I see you popped in before I even started chatting. Okay. Lots of interference. Oh, bummer. Okay. I'm hoping that's gonna not stay. The sound is bad, choppy. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm gonna go into my streaming software, see if I can help that out a little bit. Oh, it sounds like you are underwater again. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Tell me if this is better or worse. Breaking up. How is that? Is that better or worse? Oh, my voice is distorted. Okay. Hi, you guys. Oh my gosh, how is everybody? I'm so excited to be here, but I was just hoping this streaming was going to work for you guys. Sound is still choppy? Is it still choppy? Sound, tell me, how about now? I switched the microphone. So much better, much better. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we're going to go with that for now. Thanks, you guys. So I'm just trying, new things, and sometimes we have to kind of figure things out, right? And it's less choppy, but normal now. Okay, all right. Better volume is lower. Okay, let me see if I can raise the volume up a little bit, but looks like, okay. All right, we're just gonna go with it, you guys. Hi! Did you notice my cute little, let me see, this way? Craft some joy right there, see? So my streaming software lets me do that, but I guess I'm gonna have to kind of figure out the sound because I was hoping my microphone was actually gonna help. I may have to plug the microphone into the computer. I'm gonna try that next time. But you guys, welcome to Friday Night Scrapbooking. Okay, and hello. You guys were just rolling all along. I just want to say hello to everybody. Jerry, Danny, Cindy, Michelle, Debbie, Lynn, Sherry, Linda, Danny, Nancy, Sue, Diane, Rachel, Connie. I'm so glad everybody's here. And if I didn't catch her name, it's because it's flown by on my chat. Can I just tell you something though? I love hanging out with you guys. I really do. It is so fun. So I really, really love being able to come on a Friday night and just hang out with you guys and talk scrapbooking and talk products and talk just about a lot of different things. So tonight I have a lot to talk about. Okay, so let's jump in and kind of get started with that. And if something happens, then let me know. But I am so glad I had some brand new folks joining me tonight. I'm so glad you're here live. Okay, so if you're new here, I just also want to mention you can find not only my live videos, but a whole library now, right? A library of all kinds of videos on organizing, on scrapbooking, on kind of my design theory, on how I work on my progress, getting my projects, making progress on my projects, my pop girls, right? My pop stars, and just a whole lot of different great things. And so I'm really, really happy that if you're new here, you found me, and there's a lot for you to dig into. And so especially some of you that have just kind of found in the last week or the last couple of weeks, boy, there are just some great resources. So, and Wendy is here, Jan is here, Cherie is here. Yes, all day. Yes, we need some distraction, Cherie, for the craziness. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, you guys. And Carrie is here, my Stamping Bandit friend, and Carla, Deb, Connie, Danny. So welcome, everyone. And if I didn't catch your name, just still know you are so, so welcome here, and I love hanging out with you. All right, you are looking at the new promotion from Creative Memories. Okay, give me some thumbs up. So if you have seen this, if you've ordered this, give me some thumbs up or happy faces or smileys or something. I don't know if I'm even going to see it with the software I have, but anyhow, let me know if you have this, if you've seen it, and if you've ordered it, because this is a fantastic promotion. And if you haven't yet, then I hope you get a chance to check it out. Okay, so yes, Julie, I had to order all three because I wanted all of them. I'm crazy, I know, you guys, but it is true. I had to order all three, but I wanted to see what each of these albums looked like up close. And I thought it would be kind of nice to show you. So this red one is the Rose Red Ribbon, and it's rose red. It's not that bright red, it's rose red. So it's pretty. It's really, really pretty. I was kind of surprised when I pulled it out of the box. So I just wanted to show you. So if you haven't ordered it, then, you know, check it out. You might want to just kind of see what you like the best, right? The green one, I was actually kind of surprised with this one because the pictures didn't really do it justice. And I'm sorry for my lights that are kind of reflecting. So this one has, this is the jade green book cloth. And then it has this beautiful foliage foil. Say that fast 3 times, foliage foil. Yeah, and I was kind of surprised how much I liked it. I wasn't sure if I was going to. But can you guys see the foiling? I know, super, super reflective. Sorry about that, but I don't want to take the plastic off just yet. And then if you wanted just a plain blue album, or, you know, for our Hanukkah folks, right? Gorgeous blue. This is really, really pretty. This is called Classic Blue Mica. There is no design on it. I was kind of wondering whether it was going to have like a shimmer to it, whether it was going to have sparkles to it. No, nothing. It's just kind of a really pretty blue book cloth. Okay, so I'm going to kind of get it closer so you guys can see without reflection. I'm not sure. I'm going to kind of turn it different ways because there's a lag, so I'm not quite sure what you're seeing until after you see it. Anyhow, some great things. Mary Bloom's paper pack, my absolute favorite. We're going to play with this tonight. Absolutely have fun with this. This is the poinsettia punch, and we're gonna have a great time playing with this. And the paper pack and these awesome, cute little embellishments, which come in a cute little ornament container. So before we jump in and do that, though, I just want to tell you a couple, kind of jump in and I need to get a few things out there first, okay? And then we're gonna, I have something really special I'm gonna share with you. So I hope you can stay tuned because I was thinking about what to work with you guys tonight on, and this one, I think you're gonna like this little episode, my little teaching segment. So hang on, but we got to get through a few things. One of the things I just want to say, so I want to show you how to use the new promotion. We're going to go over some tips and some scrapbooking ideas, and then I also want to talk to you about December Daily because I've gotten a lot of questions about December Daily. And then the third thing is news and giveaways. Yes, you heard that right. Giveaways. I am just like so excited about just being here with you guys and just everything that's going on, and my 30 days of gratitude and just being grateful. I want to just share that with you. And one way I can do that is to do a giveaway. And I was thinking, well, okay, so what am I going to do a giveaway about? And here's what I came up with. I want you guys to share Craft Some Joy. So you can share on Instagram, which is craft.some.joy. You can share on Facebook. My card fell down on the floor, but here we go. You can share on Facebook, Craft Some Joy with Lauren. So if you haven't checked out my Facebook page, you can find me there. Or you can share on here on YouTube and comment on the post. Comment on this video, but you have to wait until the stream has ended. So if you're here live, we get the live chat, but what happens is once this gets posted on my channel, then those comments stay there and I can go in and pick all of you guys who have left a comment. So here's how it's going to work. I want to share with all my Aussie friends, okay, so Julie and Nicole and all my Canadian friends and everybody, and people who are my customers and people who are not my customers. So if you are here in the US, or if you are outside of the US, then if you just share. Now, you can do that however you want. You can post it on your Facebook page. You can post it on Craft Some Joy. You can hashtag. I'm starting to kind of get into hashtags, you guys. So I'm going to do hashtag Craft Some Joy, progress on projects, and your photos are the star. So what I did before I came on live tonight is I left 2 posts. I left one on Instagram and I left one on Facebook. Okay, so if you want to use those platforms, then all you have to do is leave a comment to one of those posts that I just put up. And you can even use a hashtag if you want to do it. But help me share the joy, because here's the thing. I think that there's a lot of people out there. I read your awesome, beautiful, wonderful comments. And I think that there's a lot of people out there who may need some help. And I think that my videos or photo folders or my pop group on Facebook or whatever, or these videos, live videos, I think you guys can help other people. So let's get the word out there. I'm going to do that. And so what are you going to get? You are either going to get a gift certificate. I'm going to give away a bunch of them. I think like, I don't know, five gift certificates to my website. And here is what I'm going to do. So remember I just said December daily. I have a lot of classes that I'm offering on my website. And I also have downloads that you can get. I have handouts and downloads and like my journal paper and all of that good stuff. So you're just going to get a gift certificate to get anything that you want from my website. So even if you're not in the US, you can take advantage of that. So I'm going to give away 5 $25 gift certificates to my website. So if you haven't taken one of my classes yet and you win, you can take one, or you can get some digital downloads or whatever you want to do. So that is one thing. And then another thing is I want to also share the joy about being an advisor. And I know a lot of you guys are advisors, right? So if you're thinking about being an advisor, there's a bunch of free stuff you get just for signing up. I'm going to give you something else free. Yes, I'm going to give you something else free. I'm going to give you this Cinnamon Sparkle album cover. If you, and that's if you choose me as your advisor. I'm going to give you this free too. I'm going to send this to you, but you have to be in the US, okay? But if you're interested in being an advisor, you can find people in Canada and Australia as well. And if you go to my Craft Some Joy community group, that's where you can ask for resources for people in that are outside the U.S. Let me tell you something though. I really want to stop for a second and say this. First of all, I support every single advisor that is out there. And I am happy, happy, happy that you guys are here with me. And I never want you to feel that I'm taking your customers. Never want you to feel that, okay? If anything, what I'm hoping is that what I'm sharing is going to give you a way to connect with your own customers. Okay, does that make sense? So I never want you to feel threatened or scared that I'm going to take your customers away. I don't think that's how people are thinking about me and my channel. What I'm doing is sharing information, sharing, teaching, and just sharing resources with you. There was there were some advisors who I think that were a little disappointed that I shared some of the new products a little earlier than what some people were able to release. And so some people were able. So CM Corporate said, sorry, you can't do that anymore. And so I just wanted to take a minute here and just say, my goal is to share and spread the news about scrapbooking and the joy of scrapbooking and how we can support each other. But I never want anyone who is an advisor to feel that I am trying to threaten you in any way. Does that make sense? Okay. Exactly, Connie. Yes, you watch and then you go buy from your advisor. That's what's important, is your relationship with your advisor. And I never want you to feel threatened about that. Okay, so hands down, really, really important. But if you don't have an advisor and you want to get these free goodies and you want to get connected with me, I would absolutely love to be your advisor. Okay, so definitely know that. And I would want to get connected with me. I would absolutely also love to be your upline if you're interested in becoming an advisor. And so that's another thing. Okay. So I know the sneak peek. So I'm going to be able to share the sneak peeks, Carrie, just not the Friday. I'm not allowed to share anything that I have until the Wednesday after it releases. So that's what happened. But that's why I felt it was important for you guys to know where I stand. So this is a giving channel. I love sharing with you guys. I love teaching, and I love the fact that then you can take my info and go share it with other people. I love that. Okay, that's my whole gang, my whole spiel. I love it. Okay, so that's news and that's giveaways. So speaking of, oh my goodness, did they just put an ad on? I don't know why they put ads on while I am actually live. It's actually crazy. But I'll still do the sneak peeks. I don't want you to think, you guys, I'm not going to even do sneak peeks, but I just have to do them later now. Okay, so did you lose me? Okay, hopefully I'm still going. Okay, let me know. Let me know if we're still going. Okay, woo, lost you too. So some people lost me. Okay, oh, thank you, Carrie. You're so sweet. Okay, so I'm hoping we're still going. I know I see kind of a spinning circle, but here's what I want to do next. I want to just take a minute. I've got so many things piled up here. Okay, I'm going to move the albums because you guys have seen that. But we're going to come back to the new products because I have something fun I'm going to share with you tonight. So, still here. Okay, I have some of you saying still here and some of you lost you. So I'm not sure what's going on. Carrie, I'm streaming using OBS. So help! Okay, all right. There. Okay, still spinning. Okay, hang on, guys. Let me see what's happening. Okay, I had to go out and come back in. Okay, so, maybe that's, so Carrie said she had to go out and come back in. So maybe if you're spinning right now, try that. Go out, come back in. I'm going to keep going. Okay. And now I'm back. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. So, Carrie, you and I are going to have another little chat about streaming, okay? Yes, I'm still not very good at it. All right. So, okay. So we're back. All right. You didn't miss anything. Just me going on. All right. So we're going to talk about December Daily. And and the reason I'm going to do this is because I had a few people say, well, what is December Daily? I don't even know what December Daily is. And could you explain it a little bit? Because I don't know if I want to take your class because I don't know what December Daily is. So what happened was last year in 2019, I was kind of doing some research and thank you, Carrie. Okay. I was doing some research and came across Allie Edwards. Okay. You guys have probably, if you're in the scrapping community, you've heard of Allie Edwards. So Allie is the one who kind of created December Daily. And let me see if I can switch. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Let me see if I can switch off the monetization right now. Another ad. I can't believe it. Okay, I'm not sure how to switch off my monetization right now. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so YouTube. Oh, YouTube is glitching, not me. Okay, I dropped again. Okay, so am I here, guys, or am I? Let me see something. Let me see if I can. Are you still live? I seem to have lost you. Okay. I am going to just kind of refresh and see if I can come back in. How are we now? How's that, guys? Yeah, this streaming is kind of sorry, it's just super glitchy. Okay. YouTube just started monetizing everyone. Okay. Well, which is another reason I like Patreon. We're going to talk a minute about that. You are good. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm sorry, so glitchy. So let me get back into a little bit about December Daily. So last year I found that the whole idea, the whole concept of December Daily, super exciting, which was every day you either do a little write, you do a little note taking, or you take a photo and you record kind of the whole month of December. So December, then you have kind of a record looking back for that year, and you get to see what, you get a whole record of the month for a certain year. And so what I decided to do last year was think, well, how can we do that in a Creative Memories format? Okay, so that was my whole idea. How do we do a December Daily with Creative Memories products? Because most of the time it's like a little book, and like a separate little book that you do just for December. And my kind of philosophy, and if you know from my videos of how I'd start over as a scrapbooker, I don't want 25 books of December Daily on my shelf. I just don't have room for it. But I love the idea. And so I thought, well, how can we make it in a smaller format, right? So this is just ended up being 3 pages that I can tuck into a book. And this can either be a compilation of December dailies, or it can also go in a book with your other pictures of Christmas. And a lot of people do Christmas books, right? So that's kind of fun. So either way, you can have it on its own and just kind of keep it going as an ongoing project. Every year, do 3 pages of December Daily, or you can tuck it in kind of as the year goes on, right? Okay, so that's the idea. And I just wanted to kind of share, I know I've briefly shared, but this is last year. So this is with Merry Little Christmas. So if you had, I loved that collection. It was awesome, awesome collection. And so what I did is I used the pocket pages, right, which have 5 slots, along with peekaboo pockets. Okay, so that's why these flip up like this, and so much fun. And then did my own version of December Daily. So what I did for this year is I recreated the same idea using the new Christmas Spirit collection. So if you go to my website and you see December Daily, it is a 4-hour class, you guys. It took me a long time. So if you think about all the design work that goes into it, then you have to film it, then I had to edit it, then I had to put it up as a class. It's a 4-hour class. So wait, okay, so if my stream stops, unfortunately you need to close it and come back in. Oh, there's an advice from Carrie, yes. So sorry, YouTube is having some trouble tonight. Thank you. So, all right, well, I'm gonna just keep on rolling, you guys, and keep on trying to stay with me. Okay, so, so the new class then is based on this idea, right? And then each day you can either write a note, or you can take a picture, or you can do both. And so last year I was just kind of doing it as I went through the days, and I was just adding my notes as I went through the days, okay? And so as I was going through December, I would take pictures of the kids, I would take pictures of my animals, I would take a picture when we got the Christmas tree, or hanging out by the fire, or kind of just what we were doing. And then I added those. And then what I did for this year, and let me grab that, is I did a layout where it's already kind of set up. The whole month of December is set up, and then you can add your journaling, you can add things to it kind of like this as you go through the month. And if you want to add more peekaboo pockets, if you had kind of a busier day or something like that, then you can add more. But this already is set up with a pack of peekaboo pockets. So Nancy, your question was, how do you find the list of supplies? If you go to craftsomejoy.com and you click on courses, I have a new tab up at the top, and it's called courses. And then you'll see this class, and there's a whole list of supplies. Like, you don't have to sign up, and you can see the list of supplies. So, but mostly this is done with the Christmas Spirit collection, and I've listed which tools I've used. The only thing right now what's sold out is the embellishment pack. I'm not using the sticker pack, and I'm not using the laser die cuts, but I am using the embellishment pack, and that is sold out. But you can create all of the base pieces, and then when those come back in December, you can just add those little embellishments to the cards, okay? So there's still a lot that can be done, just even with the pieces that are available still. So it's mostly paper and the journal mats that this is based on, okay? And so, but check out the courses section, you can see that. So does that make kind of December? So I thought it would be good to kind of show you what it looks like when it's all filled out. And so you can take pictures and make them smaller and add little cards. You can do journaling in some. You can have some with stickers on top of the pockets, and just do kind of your daily journaling of what was going on during the month of December. Okay, so I hope that was enough about December daily, but I don't think I've gone into it quite in that depth. So I just wanted to make sure that you kind of understood that. Okay, so let me see. So we talked about December daily. Oh, I also wanted to say one more thing. If you are, I also had some questions about my classes. When you sign up for a class, the way my classes work is that you get a email download that has my private website page and a password, okay? And that is the ticket into my class. So you will always, always, always have access into my classes. That never goes away. So if you buy it, you can watch it whenever you want, over and over, and so forth. So if you have trouble, so that's what you need. You need two things. You need my private website address, the page, and you need the password, okay? So if you have those two things, you can go in and always access the class. So that, I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. It doesn't go away and you don't lose access. The download will go away, but you never lose access. You can always just contact me and I can give you that info again. Okay, so that is housekeeping, and whew, that was a lot. Okay, and it looks like we are really glitchy tonight on YouTube. So if you are, if you're getting stuck, so Carrie's telling me YouTube is kind of glitching. So if you're getting stuck and it's spinning, you're going to have to go out and come back in, and you're probably going to get an ad. I'm sorry, because that's just YouTube and what they're doing. So let's get into some fun. I have this great idea of what I want to share with you tonight. And one thing I want to mention is that I really appreciate the way everyone scrapbooks, okay? Everybody has their own ideas on how to scrapbook. And I am not here to tell you that there is only one way to scrapbook, and it's my way, okay? So that is just the first thing I want to say. So what I'm going to share with you tonight is really kind of a little bit more. I'm going to go back and give you my 3 tips again on what I pay attention to while I scrapbook. And a lot of folks, so I should mention on my Patreon channel, that's also, I've decided to give up on the live streaming on Patreon because it's glitchy too. So we are just going, I'm recording and I'm uploading just how I go about making decisions about how I scrapbook. And here, though, what I want to kind of share with you tonight is a little bit of that background, going back to my 3 tips. And the reason I want to bring this up again and kind of show you, so here's a brand new collection. So what are we going to do with it? There's beautiful sketches out there. There's awesome ideas. You can go to the Creative Memories blog and get some really fancy page ideas and how to use all of these products. But I'm also going to show you the flip side of that, which is my philosophy, which is scrapbooking doesn't have to be hard. Scrapbooking can be easy, and you can create beautiful pages with a few simple tips. And again, like I said, it doesn't mean that you have to scrapbook like this, but I am just going to kind of share some thoughts with you. So one of the things I was reminded, thank you, Lori Hancock, for reminding me, is that sometimes we are not always clear when, kind of when you are in the process of looking at your photos and trying to decide what shape should I cut or what photo should go where. you know, kind of as I've been going through my Patreon posts, doing this, really talking through my process, I realized that not everybody kind of figures can look at a photo and just go, oh, this photo needs to be this size. So what I ended up doing is I got some stencil material, and I'll have a link on my Shop My Favorite page, Shop My Favorite Thing page on my website on craftssomejoy.com for some of this kind of translucent stencil material. But that's all this is. And what I did is I used my big paper trimmer and I cut these into standard photo sizes, okay? So this is a 6x4 since this is landscape. I have a 4x4. I have several, so you can cut several. And they come in 12x12 sheets. I cut a 3x3. And the reason that I used the translucent, and then here's a 4x5. So this is a 5x4 horizontal. This is a 4x5 vertical. And then here's a 4x6 vertical. And then I have extras, okay? So you can do this. This is an easy DIY thing if you need some thoughts on kind of this concept that I'm going to talk about, which is snap to grid. How do I get my photos to work on my pages? Okay, so this, like I said, this is just some stencil template material. So it's kind of a milky looking background. So here's what, let me see if I can grab a photo and explain. Okay, here's a perfect photo. So here's a photo, and okay, yes, this is the Grand Canyon, and so we probably want to keep some of that Grand Canyon, but there's a lot of stuff on here that doesn't need to be here. So what I could do is take one of my templates and go, well, would this look good as a 5x4? Yeah, that could work. See, I hope you can see that. It's translucent, so you can see through there. But really, I think what this photo would work better as is a 4x4, just like that. See, so you could get, I'm going to offset her at, remember, rule of thirds. You know, you can have things in rule of thirds. I'll talk about that another day. But you can see how you can just see the photo through it. And you can go, yeah, that would make a really great 4x4. Okay, and so you can kind of get an idea. This might help you start looking at your photos about, you know, how would I use my photos? There's also a photo like this that I wouldn't touch. I wouldn't touch this photo, or if I did, maybe I would just trim 1 inch off of it so that it was a 5x4, right? So, but really not a lot, because I do want to see that background. So if anything, I would just trim that 1 inch off. Now I'm going to tell you why I picked these dimensions. These are my favorite. These are my favorite, and they're my favorite for a reason. They're my favorite because a 4x5, if you just cut 1 inch that you don't need off your photo, look at how beautifully that lays out on your page. It gives you a perfect opportunity to do a stacked 4x6 and 4x5. Or if we're going this way, horizontally, because we're working on 12x12 pages, right? And I always like to see those little gutters and eye line. I call them their eye lines, right? So again, a 5x4 and a 6x4, they beautifully work in a page, a 12x12 page, okay? And then what you can do is start to see how you can build with the other shapes. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how this works, okay? So I thought what would be kind of fun is, you know, that's just kind of the background info that you need about that. Okay, so we're going to come back and use those. So now let's take a look at this beautiful brand new collection from Creative Memories called Mary Blooms. And I already took a paper that I wanted to work with. Okay, so this is the paper that has the poinsettias on the front and this really nice green plaid on the back. So do you guys remember what I always tell you to do? If you have a 6x4, 4x6, it's basically a 4x6 photo in a horizontal or landscape format. One of the easiest ways you can go is to create a mat for that by cutting your paper at 6.5. It creates that instant mat. So see, you guys can see that right away, right? I don't even have to put a photo down. I do this all the time, and this has really streamlined my whole process. And you know, you guys, I have done fancy pages, I've done sketches, and I still do those, but this kind of streamlined process is really helping me with my backlog and really kind of moving myself forward. So this is the reason, one of the reasons why I've kind of chosen to go this way. And that, like I said, it doesn't mean that you have to scrap this way. You all scrap the way that makes sense to you. Okay, so I've cut this paper. So this is a 12x12 sheet of paper, okay? So I cut one side at 6.5, and then the other side, we just have the leftover, 5.5, okay? So I'm going to just set those down in the middle. And then here's what happens. I can take now my photos, my pretend photos, my templates, and now I can go, okay, how can I lay this out? Oh, look at this. That's a beautiful layout there. And maybe I want 2 6x4s just like this. And then over here, maybe I want to do a portrait here and another portrait. And then I love 4x4s also. And actually I'm going to move these over. So what I usually do is line my photos up to the edge, and I'll show you what we're going to do here. And then I've got my 4x4 here, and I can just see how many 4x4s I can get in. So now I've got a great layout for a 4x4. Okay, I want to make sure I'm still in camera here. So I've got these great 4x4s right here. And now I'm also looking and seeing, oh, this would be a great place to journal. And over here, I have so many choices. So now I've got this laid out, and I also love 3x3s. I can do 3 fun little 3x3s here. Or, you know, it gives you all these options. So once you've kind of decided how many pictures you want to have on your page, you can just kind of have fun moving the pieces around. So this is kind of where I go, oh, it's like a puzzle. Once you get all your photos, it's kind of like a puzzle, and you can figure out what works for you. So I'm just going to show you here. Let's just go, like, I'm going to do this. And then also, let's pretend, so these are all photos. I'm going to have journaling here, and then this gives me this nice area right here to do something fun like add embellishments. And remember last time we talked about clustering? Hi Sandra, yes, I'm live. We talked about clustering and titles and how we go about kind of creating embellishment clusters, right? And things to look for when we're doing that. And there's not stickers in this pack, so I'm just using the embellishments that they gave us, right? So we can do a cluster up here with a nice title block, and then there's plenty of other landing places to do clusters, okay? So now we've got this kind of idea, and now let's talk about how do we kind of make this a little more fun, okay? Because we've got kind of just this base paper, but it's a little block, right? And I've got my photos and maybe a few embellishments, but it's a little block. So now let's talk about how we can still use this idea of color blocking and how to use a very simple layout technique, but let's add some more color and texture. So what would we pick from these beautiful papers? It's your choice, really. So if you want to decide on what to pick, this really is your choice. But what I would typically do is kind of start putting these down and going, what jumps out at me and what makes my heart go zing, if we're talking about Marie Kondo joy, right? So that's an idea, but I really actually kind of like this white stripy. That just provides some really nice contrast. And I'm purposely keeping this one aside, and I'll tell you why. Because this punch is to die for, you guys. This is awesome. If anybody has this punch, okay, this is gorgeous. And we're gonna use it, but we're gonna use it with this paper. So I'm putting this on in a holding pattern for that. Okay, so as I'm kind of looking through, and I have to say these papers are really, really beautiful. And one of my favorite, I mean, I love this kind of greenish gray color, and this I love little patterns that are so easy to use. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So this would be an excellent choice actually to put up here for a title block. You could create a beautiful title block with that. And so you can see by pulling, I've got a strong pattern. I really feel, you know, in my opinion, this is kind of a strong pattern, a less strong pattern, and it has more white. So we've got a contrast going on here. And then I have a very neutralish pattern that I can use for my title. Okay, so I hope that then you're seeing how I'm going to pull different pieces together. So now this is just kind of fun, gorgeous paper, but there is a lot going on to this. So what I may do is just pull this in for just a small piece. So how does this work? Let me show you. Okay, so I have my photos. We're saying these are my photos, and I've got a 6x4. And so you can kind of see that this is going to be a really easy place to add some color and paper right along here, along the bottom. And so that dimension that I'm going to do is a 3-inch cut. I'm pretty sure. Wait, let me think. Yeah, I'm going to do a 3-inch cut down here. Or actually, we could even do, let me see. What am I going to do? Right there, the green. Let's see what that ends up being. Yeah, 3 inches. I was right. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to follow the line of the paper, okay, so that it's horizontal. So I'm going to do a 3-inch cut and just show you how simply, if I'm taking, and you know, this is my favorite, the 12-inch trimmer, 3 inches right here, okay, super fast right there. And I've just made some very simple cuts. Now I've got two choices. I can go under this paper over here. And really it would depend on what this photo was, whether I would want a darker background or a lighter background. But you can see already how that's starting to be more fun, right? It's starting to be more fun, and it's starting to kind of get exciting and more colorful, more texture, more ideas. So now I get this choice of, I've got these 3x3 photos here. Oh, and I should, I know I saw that fly through really quickly. If you're just joining, this is template material. I'm going to leave a link on my favorite things page. And then I just took my label maker with clear tape and put that down there. Okay, so that's how those are labeled. But it's kind of easy. You would know what the size was, but this just makes it a little easier to grab. Okay, so we have 3x3, 6x4, 4x5, 4x6. And also another thing I should just point out really quick. So a 4x4, you know, when you just chop out a 4x6 off at 4x4, that's also another perfect piece for stacking along a vertical axis. So I love you know, adding a 4x4 to a 4x6. I do that a lot. Okay, so let me just put these back, kind of going in the direction. So now I've got this idea. I'm going to tuck this behind just for more uniformity so we can kind of see how that goes. So I've got this little piece peeking out. I've got this beautiful contrast with the green and the white with the dashed lines and a quick layout here. So then what I want to do is go, well, then how am I going to treat this corner up here and create a title? So there's so many ways we can create a title, right? You can add sticker letters, you can do stamps. Creative Memories has stamps now, or use your electronic cutter and do a custom, really pretty title. And another feature that I like to do in these corners, you know, well, one, I should also say punches. You know, I love punches. Oh, there's lots of videos on how much I love punches, right? So you can catch those. But another easy thing to do would be to create a title with a shape. So you could use an oval, or you could use one of my tried and true favorites. I just love these. Are you guys loving the rounded rectangles? I really love the rounded rectangles. So this would also give you that opportunity to have kind of that landing place that you would need for a title block. So that would be easy enough that you could then, let me see if I'm going to do that, or where's my other one? I don't see it. Well, we might just have to use this one for now. Or we can go, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go on the inside track of this one. So I want it to be a little smaller. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to grab my cutting mat, and we're going to use the red blade. Sorry if I'm getting this all mushed up, guys. So here's the cutting mat, red blade, and I'm going to go on the inside track of this oval. Okay. This is the custom cutting system. Yes, I have a video on that. Check it out. It's my tips and tricks videos on how to use these beautiful cutting system for things, not just photos. These are one of my favorite ways to use it, is on a sticker, for backing stickers or for creating titles. Okay, so now we've got this really fun title area. Sorry, things are getting jostled around. And I've got kind of a new anchoring spot, right? So look at how fun. 'Tis the season. And it depends on what this photo is. I can add a little something fun. I could layer that. Sometimes with the titles, I like to create that layering look. And let me see. I haven't really played too much with these embellishments. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, happy holidays. Oh, so cute. And we're not done yet, guys. So we've got this, or we've got holiday wishes, mistletoe kisses. Oh, so many choices. Okay, so you get the idea. Now I have a place to kind of anchor what I want to say for my title and have some fun. Let's see. I kind of really like this guy over here. Just like that. And, or maybe the bigger cluster, something. Bring in the gold. We've got the gold, gold. So you've got that. Okay, so now, and I still have an area here if I want to create a journal box. Remember, so many ways we can create a place to journal. This is the printed journal, so you could just cut it to fit exactly where you need it, or if you want to add your journaling over here, you can do that. There's white ruled from Creative Memories, all kinds of ways to add your journaling. Always important, to add your journaling. So now, how do we put the finishing touches on this? We've got kind of this cluster for a title area. We know we can add journaling. Now we're going to add something just gorgeous and beautiful. And you're going to, oh, when you see this, you're going to go, oh, I gotta have it. Gotta have it. Okay, so this is the promo punch that you get for free with an order. And I mean, it was the first thing I ripped into when I got my box. I'm like, oh, that album's nice. Oh, the paper's nice, but give me that punch, because, you know, punches are just so cool. And it's a very beautiful pattern repeat. And if you've watched any of the videos when I talk about punches, I talk a lot about the different types of punches. There's some that are freestanding, so this would be considered a freestanding punch, because when you're done, you have a freestanding piece. We also have edge punches that you punch the side of an edge, and we have inset punches, which, like our Flip-Flops Border Maker cartridge, where it leaves the punch design in your paper. So, you know, you always kind of have to pay attention to what type of punch, what are you going to end up with once you punch it. But are you guys with me? Can you see how gorgeous that is? So beautiful, right? So let me just make sure you guys are still with me here. I think everything's good. Okay, but look at that beautiful, beautiful punch and how delicate it is. And so where are we going to put this? Well, we have a little extra room right here, because remember, this was the leftover from cutting the 6x4 at 6.5. So this is 5.5. And so now I've got this beautiful way of layering this piece right here to create some visual interest, just like that. So that's the whole idea, is getting your basic. Remember, photos are the star of your pages, so you want to make sure those have a home first, right? And then you get to do all of this accent work that just kind of makes your page come together. Okay, so let's see. We've got these leaves. I like those leaves a lot. So now we've got kind of a place over here. We could do a little more layering with some punches or the embellishments. And one last thing, if you just felt like you just wanted to add a smidge more, and really you don't even need more, but if you wanted to add a smidge more, you could take something like this and cut a very thin piece. Okay, because it's a very strong pattern. So I'm talking a 1/2 inch. So we're going to go to a 1/2 inch strip. But you can see even a little is going to give you, and you could probably line it up better so that you get a better pattern. But to tell you what, once you tuck it, so if we added this to the side right here, and then you put this beautiful punch strip, there you have, see how that just adds that layer and that dimension? Okay. Woo! Hello. Okay. I got a notice from YouTube. Am I still good, guys? Okay. All right. Let's see. How we doing? So, can someone give me a chat right now if I'm still, looks like I'm still going. Ooh, I hope I didn't lose you guys. Okay. Yes, okay. Oh, thank you guys, Julie. Okay. All right. Oh, gosh, it says error again. All right. So, Beautiful. Okay. All right. So I don't know. I guess YouTube's having a hard time keeping up with everybody who wants to be on YouTube tonight, right? All right, you guys. So that is kind of the idea I wanted to share with you. Sorry. So much chit chat tonight. So here's what the fun thing is, kind of getting an idea for how photos can go together. And so I hope you guys enjoyed learning this little tip. And I'm going to grab some of these, and here's where you can have some fun playing around. So if you wanted to do, sometimes what another fun treatment is to, you know, go all the way down. So once you get kind of the idea of where things go, again, this is just using one paper cut offset at 6.5. This one's cut at 3, and another piece cut at 3. But you can kind of just see that there's endless combinations, and this is kind of what I want to end with. There's endless combinations of now how you can lay out your page. Okay, so look, you can put 2 6x4s over here, just like that. You can add some 3x3s here. You can come over here and do a whole set. Let's just say this is another 6x4, another 6x4. So if you have a lot of horizontal photos, because I know some of us have a tendency to take photos horizontally. So that's another thing I want to challenge you guys with, is make sure you're turning your phone or your camera so that you're getting some good vertical pictures too. Okay, so another layout, just switching up the shapes, switching up the sizes, and still same layout, but it can work. So it's starting to kind of click in there and make sense. So if you're needing a little support, and so here's something, let me share one last tip here on the templates. So what you could do is grab, I've been finishing up my my Grand Canyon book, so I have these handy. So what you could do is say, grab your photos and just go, all right, so I have my photos. This is not Christmas at all, but hopefully it'll give you the idea. So I'm going to do this one, and this is going to be a 4x6. So I'm going to make a pile, right, of all the, okay, let me regroup, and because I'm not explaining this very well. Okay, so instead of going off of this page, I'll kind of share how to get to this point. Okay, so there's the idea of using the new collection. So say I have my photos. So how would I use these templates? I would go, okay, here's a beautiful, that's a 4x6. So I have one photo that I want to do a 4x6, and let's see, this is here, this one, let's see, I'm going to take this as another 6x4. Okay, wait, I've got to put the photos over there once I've selected. So, okay, I'm going to have another 6x4, so I'm making a pile of the sizes that I'm using. And this one, okay, that's definitely going to be best at a 4x4. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. I've decided on that photo. And then this one, I think this might be a good 5x4 photo, just like that. Looking at it, maybe just trim a little off the edges. So I'm going to use that photo there. And this one, I think maybe another 5x4 going this way. Okay, so I'm going to use this photo. And that is probably, I'm going to keep that as a 6x4. And let me do 4x6, okay, because it's vertical. And I'm going to move that over there. And then this one, let's see, we're going to do, maybe I'll use this one, maybe I won't, but let's just say if I did, I'd probably do another 4x4. And then this last one, probably another 6x4 here. Okay, so do you see, like, so I've gone through my stack of photos and I've picked out from the photos that I want to put on a 2-page spread the shapes that I want. Okay, so now that I've picked the shapes, I can do my layout. So now I go, okay, now I've got these shapes. How am I going to lay out these 2 pages? You got that? So I hope that makes sense. So I always start with photos because photos are the star of your pages, and your photos really, that's what's telling your story. And I love putting a lot of photos on my pages. And if this is too many to get in a nice layout, well, what's my answer? You guys know. You guys know. It's peekaboo pockets. Okay, so if you end up having too many 6x4s, well, then make a peekaboo pocket. And then you can do, you've got more room, you can do a flip out peekaboo pocket, and then you can have the back side, and you can also have the underneath side. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, kind of taking another look at this again, my 3 design principles, really kind of looking at blocks of color, snap to grid, and then embellishing with purpose. Those are my 3 tips. And again, you can use those tips however it works for you and your scrapbooking. But also really getting a handle on how to look at your pictures. Okay, so do you guys have any questions? I think that kind of wraps up that little teaching segment I have for you. And this really, like I said, it kind of comes back to keeping things simple and keeping things where we can make our photos the focus, and really just making progress. So, okay, that is my little tip for you today, for tonight, using this gorgeous new promo collection. And in case you didn't catch at the beginning, so these are available for a gift with purchase from Creative Memories. If you don't have an advisor, I'd love to be your advisor if you're here in the US, but if you need someone from the UK, from Canada or Australia, then definitely reach out to either the Craft Some Joy community or the advisor locator. So, okay, do we have questions? Sue, you had a question. How do you decide what color pages to use for your albums? Oh, that's a great question. And what did I cut the templates out of? Okay, so I'll do that one first because it's easy. This is actual stencil material. So it has that little translucent look to it. I didn't want to go with clear because that's just too hard to kind of see where those are going to lay out on your page. This is Stencil Plastic. Okay, like you can use this for cutting electronic cutters and cut out your own stencils to, use paint with and so forth. But that's what this is. It's stencil material. And Sue, I usually everybody has their own idea of what pages they like. And I am really, really drawn to black pages personally. So I typically use black pages for my family albums. But then when I do my vacation albums, I switch to Spargo or switch to natural because I feel like vacation kind of goes with those. And my kids are all done on white because I just feel like there's so much color with my kids. So I kind of just go with it. And I also have really been enjoying the Fast to Fab pages. And that's what I used for my vacation, my Hawaii vacation. And so there's a lot of different ideas for that. Okay, and Rosalind, the punch is not going to be sold separately unless you find it someone who's selling it aftermarket, but it is part of the promotion. So with a $150 order, you get the punch, you get the embellishments, you get an album, and you get a paper pack. So it's kind of a deal. I mean, I think it's better to kind of get some supplies and get these gorgeous things than to buy it off of somebody who is kind of taking advantage of that, right? Okay, so what did I use? Okay, so I did that. Would love to see some of your completed albums from cover to cover. Oh, yeah. Okay, Amelia, I do have some flip throughs on my channel, so there's some to check out there, but I do every now and then do those flip throughs. And Ruth, do I have a list of sizes to cut for the templates and how many to cut of each? I don't, but I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is a quick little DIY video on how to make these. I was thinking maybe I'll do that. And, you know, so how to cut a 12 by 12 so that you get kind of your best set of shapes from a 12 by 12 page. It's a little tricky. There's a little math involved, but if you want to do the math, you can do the math. Okay. So also, I just want to give you another shout out to Mary Smith. If you guys are in my POP community, my Progress on Projects community, Mary helped me document, and this kind of brought up my the idea of where my video, you know, what's in what videos. I'm getting to have a lot of videos now, but from my POP series, Mary helped document what is in each one of the videos, and that is in my POP Facebook group, my Progress on Projects Facebook group, and I just uploaded the file there, so I'm super excited. So now there's a file there that details what is in each video. So if you want to go back and go, well, where was it when Lauren talked about blah, 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 you know, memorabilia for kids' albums? Okay, it's all documented there. So thank you once again to Mary for helping me do that. And that is a resource for you in the POP group. And so about how many albums have I completed? Oh my gosh, I think my last count was over 50 is what's in my library. So, and I've always got many more that I'm working on. In fact, if you're a part of my Patreon community, I just also want to give a big shout out to everybody. Thank you for joining me on my Patreon, which is basically just a place you can go and donate whatever you feel is something that you would like to donate. And there are no ads, you guys, no ads on Patreon. And it's just me scrapbooking. And I did a poll. So if you're part of my Patreon community, hop on over there and check out the poll, because you guys are going to get to pick what I'm going to scrapbook in next. So I'm finishing up my Grand Canyon book. That was what the first videos were from my Patreon, but you guys are going to get to pick what I do next. Okay, so I thought that would be fun. I put up some different choices for you, but I've always got projects going, and because there's a lot of just so many, you know, new products and things that you want to use when you're scrapbooking. Okay, so all right, let me see if I've got any other questions. So counting down December. Yes, okay, good, Julie. That's so fun. You'll love it. Okay, and if you lost me, you guys, I'm so sorry. There's glitches. And hopefully you can go back and watch what you missed. And I'm hoping that this just continues streaming. So, sorry about that. The promo will not go past the 27th, Cherie, and believe me, it cuts off at noon Central on the 27th. So you need to make sure that you know what that timing is for you, wherever you are in the country. So for me here on the West Coast, it's 10 a.m. and there's no more promo. So you know, make sure you try to take advantage of it before it's gone. And they also may sell out of certain albums. So if you like one of the albums, you know, either the blue, there's the blue, or the green, or the red. You know, they may sell out of one of them before the other ones. And, but I think they have plenty of the pinches, but the albums you may not get to pick once the promo, kind of towards the end, they may run out of a certain color. Okay, so let's see. Love the Pop series. Yay, Amelia. Okay, awesome. So anybody who's new, go check it out. There's a great series on progress on projects. And, oh, let me see. Okay, gosh, I've got so many questions tonight. This is fun. I love you guys. Did I say that already? Okay, I love hanging out with you. So Linda, how would you decide a shape, a photo, circle or oval? Okay, here's the thing. I usually don't cut my photos into shapes anymore because I love the snap to grid so much. But sometimes there would be, and if I did, I would only pick one photo. And if I needed to pick, I would just take my template, just kind of like I took the square templates, and just kind of look at this. Okay, so maybe this one. There we go. Maybe this one I would do the inside track. If I like say I was running out of room on my page and I just wanted to kind of trim in just on those guys. I might do something like that, or use the outside of this with like the green or the blue blade if I wanted to get a little more of the photo in it. But if I only have one shape, it's much easier to lay out with all the other squares and rectangles. So I typically, that's just my philosophy. I don't do shapes very much. Okay. And, okay, the border classes. So here's the thing. I have one border class, which is with the picture this, and actually I have Croptoberfest handouts, but that's just, those are borders, Croptoberfest borders, on my website in the Craft Some Joy products section. And I'm trying to move my Picture This border class to my website. It was on Facebook, and so it was just not a very easy interaction to get into that class. But I'm hoping to move my Picture This border workshop to my website. And I have another border workshop that's in my head, ready to come out as soon as I can have the time to make it, which is going to be really fun. And it has to do with COVID and making borders for kind of our pandemic journey and how we can document that. So I'm hoping to get that out soon. And, it's just, I need more hours in the day. As soon as anybody figures out how to do that, let me know, and we'll be good. Okay, so let's see. How often am I on Patreon? So right now I have 3 videos up, and I think I've had my Patreon up for 4 weeks now. My goal is to try to at least get 1 video up a week. But that also kind of just depends on when I can get those videos recorded and uploaded. So I'm hoping to have one up on Saturday. And if I get, I guess the long answer to that question is I love to scrapbook. And so for me, when I sit down to scrapbook, I want to press that record button and give you my videos on Patreon. That's me scrapbooking my albums. That's what's on Patreon. So I'm hoping at least 1 a week is going to be the average. So fingers crossed. Okay, maybe more, I'm not sure. Okay, so yes, Jessica, where is the border classes? Okay, so the the Croptoberfest order is on, it's a download, and so that's it's a product. So it's in my shop on my website, craftsandjoy.com. Okay, to cut photos with decorative scissors. Yeah, Valerie. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh yes. How do you get all the albums, Claudia? Which are these albums? I did 3 orders. Shame on me, but no, I really wanted all 3 of them. So I did three promo orders just for myself. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Sue, yeah. I still have all those scissors too. So one last little thing I want to mention for, just because I was thinking it's getting towards the end of the year, and I really want to celebrate the folks who have chosen me as their advisor and my Creative Memories customers. I have a save the date for you, and it is Saturday, December 5th. So if you are a Creative Memories customer of mine, on Saturday, December 5th, I am going to do my first ever virtual open house. And so I'm going to do giveaways and prizes. And a lot of people have asked for like a cardstock buffet and a sticker buffet. And I'm also going to open up to some of the goodies that I might have. So here's an example. I wanted all 3 bundles, right? So now I have 2 extra punches. So I have kind of a little stash that way of extra promo things. And I'm going to open those up for my Creative Memories customers. If you missed something, I have some of those exclusive punches and different things. So you're going to be able to shop my craft room and pick all the different cardstock. I've got discontinued cardstock. I've got discontinued paper pack. So we're just going to have kind of a fun open house on Saturday, December 5th. And if you're a customer, you're going to get more info on that. Okay. And let's see. I think that might be all the questions. Okay. So thank you guys for joining me. So, oh wait, was there one more? I thought maybe I did miss one question. Oh, Picture This. That was the question. What is Picture This? That was a collection that Creative Memories came out with called Picture This, and it's all kind of cameras and blues and just kind of a fun general collection. And you can check it out on the Creative Memories website if you want to see it. It is on last chance right now, so it's on its way out. But it is a fun collection. So there's still pieces of that collection available. Alrighty. So you guys, I had such fun with you, and I really apologize for all the glitches and having to go back and come back in and all that nonsense. But hopefully it was YouTube that was glitchy and not necessarily this new kind of stream that I'm working on. So anyhow, I just wanted to share that with you. And remember, anybody who would like to share some joy with sharing crafts some joy, I'm going to give away a bunch of free stuff. And just let me know how you shared about Craft Some Joy, either in the comments to this video or on my Facebook page or on Instagram, because I would love for you just to share with your friends a little bit more about what you guys get while you're here, right? Okay, so thanks you guys for joining me tonight. Check out all the Creative Memories. You know I love Creative Memories products. I love all kinds of craft supplies, and I love organizing too. So you guys know there's a lot going on in my craft room that I love to share with you. So I hope you all have a really good evening, and until next time, take some time to craft your joy. And thank you guys for joining me. Okay, we'll see you next time. All right, take care. We'll be back in 2 weeks right here on Craft Some Joy. Bye for now.